Welcome to my channel. This is a channel dedicated not only to my 2012 Jeep Rubicon, but to Jeeps in general. And to us Jeep fans who just empty every pocket to keep our passion for our Jeeps alive. Today, I will be replacing the OEM hood latches, which are actually rubber and stretchy and are generally crappy. I don't understand how Jeep could have ever thought that rubber hood latches were a good idea. No vehicle on the face of this planet should ever have left the assembly line with one of these. And now it's not like the hood's gonna fly open and fly off and cause a big scene. That's not the issue, but the hood flutter is super annoying. And considering, we're spending $40,000, $50,000 for our Jeeps, even back in 2012, mine was $37,000. It's super weird to have your hood kind of bouncing when it's windy or if you're on a 2-lane highway. I'll be replacing the factory rubber units with aluminum ones from Rugged Ridge.
As soon as I opened the package, I was immediately impressed. Video doesn't really do these latches justice. There's no comparing these to those crappy rubber latches that were sitting on Ruby for the past 9 years. Rugged Ridge continued to impress me by including really good instructions. They should give Smittybilt some pointers. The tools for this installation are actually pretty minimal.
To make this install even easier, I used a flexible extension. Not to be confused with a wobble extension, this one actually bends, and it made getting at the lower mount inside bolt, which is inside the fender, super easy.
Let's get started by first removing the old latches. The upper one is dead simple. Just grab your favorite 10mm socket and loosen them right off. The bottom will be a bit trickier. This is where I use my flexible extension along with a 13mm socket. Once I got it attached to the nut, I attached my ratchet to a wobble extension. Just a couple of turns and the nut was loose enough to finish removing by hand. With the old latches removed, I decided to give the hood and fender a quick wax and polish. Now that the old latches are gone and everything is polished, it's time to add the Rugged Ridge latches. The top was super easy. The bottom I know is going to be a bit trickier, again due to the tight fit in gaining access to the back side of the bolt. I guarantee that you will drop the washer or the nut at least once or twice. Or maybe even 7 times, like me. But don't worry, it'll fall right through to the ground. Eventually I got it, and again using my handy flexible extension and a 13mm socket, I tightened down the lower mount. I then attached the latching mechanism with a pair of 5mm Allen keys. I would strongly recommend using blue LocTite here. Now it was time to adjust the length of each latch. You don't want them to be too tight or too loose. Using a 16mm wrench, I undid the jam nuts and adjusted the tension. To do this, I spun the latch counterclockwise to lengthen it a bit. Do your best to ensure that the rod is inserted equally into both ends of the latching mechanism. My goal was to have the hood contact and slightly compress the bumpers. The last step was to tighten the jam nuts back up and then go for a road test. I love how these Rugged Ridge latches look. They're slightly lower profile than the stock latches were, and most importantly, my hood stayed where it belonged, nice and tight up against the hood bumpers. No more flutter.
I have to say, I'm really impressed with the Rugged Ridge aluminum hood latches. I honestly don't know how I lasted 9 years without these, because now the hood flutter is completely gone. I can drive in high wind, no problem. I can go on 2-lane highways passing opposing semi-trailers without freaking out that my hood's lifting. It's just such peace of mind, totally worth it. Honestly, if you have a JK and you still got the factory ones, just go to your local 4-wheel store and grab a set of these. You will not be disappointed. Install time, 30 minutes, start to finish. The only hard part was getting at that inside bolt. But with the right tool, it's a piece of cake. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, share it, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. But for right now, I'm out of here.